Okay, so in the past month or two that it has been since I've posted a video on my fire alarm system, I have made some updates. Quite a few updates, if I'm going to be honest. So today we're going to run through them. We'll also run through the updates on the automatic transfer switch, as I have made some to that as well. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first update I want to talk about is where the power actually comes in for the fire alarm system now. Because if you didn't know, I built this automatic transfer switch for my fire alarm system. Now, it originally had these XLRs that had a cable that came out for the output power. Now that was all good, but I wanted to make one especially for the fire alarm system. So what I did is I got this old breaker that I had, and I just hooked it up from the output power right here. These are the two output switches, and I just jumped it over so it's still on the switched output, but now it goes to my fire alarm system. So you will see that it runs down here, and in this orange yellow wire goes into this junction box. On the other side of this junction box is another junction box. In this junction box is just a hole between the wood. Now the wire then comes out and goes into this sort of, I can just get it out here, this big industrial plug. There is one on the automatic transfer switch and one on the fire alarm. So then the power goes down through a cable and then comes up over here. It then goes into these two more switches that I've just zip tied together so they isolate together. And then it goes up into this conduit, which then goes across into the panel. This used to be the old input for the fire alarm system, and basically that one has just taken over this one. And then you saw a T. There's a T here, which goes then out and into another box. Now the reason for this box is because when the automatic transfer switch sees that there is no main power coming in, it switches to the big battery backup. Now, when that happens, it kills power to my fire alarm system for about 2 milliseconds. But when that happens, it turns off the alarm. Now, if this alarm is going off and the power goes out, it will switch over to battery backup, but it will just leave the alarm on. I'll demonstrate it here for you. Okay, so what I will do is I will turn on the switch for this, set it off, and silence it so you don't have to hear that constant beeping. What I'll do here is I will switch over the positive and negative of the main supply. So 1 and 2 are the main supply, 3 and 4 are the battery backup, 5 and 6 are the output for the XLR, and 7 and 8 are the output for the fire alarm. So I will switch off the 2, we'll turn it off, and you can see the alarm actually reset. It still has power, so it's running on the battery backup, and you can see here if I isolate the battery backup, it turns the whole thing off. But you see how it killed it. So basically what the relays that are going to be in here are going to do, it's going to tell the fire alarm system when the ATS loses main power. And then there's going to be another relay that's going to tell the fire alarm system when the alarm's activated. Now, there's also a trigger wire in there to set off the fire alarm system. So if the alarm is going off and the power goes out, the ATS will tell that relay my power's gone out, and that will open that relay, and then when the fire alarm system is going off, it will say my alarm system's going off, and it will open that relay, creating a path for the trigger wire to connect and trip the thing. Now, I could have just done it when the power went out, but that means every time I turned off the ATS, it would trigger it. So, yeah, that is one update there'll be a video on soon. The next update is the enunciator, or external control panel. You guys have seen this before. I had it in my old fire alarm system. It's just an external control panel, so I flick that switch, I can silence it. That will be a reset once I get another relay. And then that is the test. It has an alarm light, a light for when this is activated, and then a trouble light for when the lid on the alarm system on the panel is opened. Okay, so now we will move on to the ATS. So a couple of things with the ATS I have told you already is it has this switch for the fire alarm system. But another thing that I'm going to be adding up there is this big orange strobe light. I used to have this on my fire alarm system, but now that there's all this other stuff on my fire alarm system, it doesn't really fit easily anymore, and I have wanted a strobe for this ATS to tell me when the when it's on battery backup. So another thing that you can see here is a switch on my fire alarm panel that used to be blank. I have labeled it emergency light. See, the emergency light comes on. So yeah, that is another addition that I have there. So that is basically it. I hope you enjoyed these updates of my fire alarm system and the automatic transfer switch. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell.